Alright, so I thought I'd be done for tonight. I wasn't. Just bored out of my mind for finishing up this essay I have. But anyways, I'm not done with basketball either. I was trying to look for an easel, or try to make something out of it, but I couldn't. So how is this going to go down? It's about a little bit more than halfway through the NBA season. I'm going to go through each team, review them, quick review, not like my NFL reviews. I'm going to predict the 8 teams in the playoffs, and I'm going to do this for West too. Once I'm there, I'm going to look at scoring, rebounding, depth, coaching, and star power to determine who's the best team in the East and who I think is going to advance, at least at a halfway point. So we'll start with the Atlantic. You have the Celtics at 35-15, the Raptors at 33-15, Sixers at 24-23, Knicks at 22-28, Nets at 18-32. Now, let's see here. The Celtics. People really thought that Gordon Hayward injury would shake them up, and it really didn't. Here, I'm gonna get adjusted again. Man, I really need an easel, but Kyrie Irving has emerged as the star of Boston. Horford's been productive. Their bench has been productive. They're getting a lot of Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. They really need to work on that power forward position. Because, what's his name? That one white guy. Oh my gosh. I should know this guy's name. Okay, I'm not going to say it right now. I think it's Aaron Haynes. I think it's Haynes. But before... He's not a bad guy, but I don't think he's a quality starter, like a good starter. And Celtics have a good season. The Raptors, my favorite team, they've been doing as good as I predicted them to be. They lost a few depth pieces in the offseason. Patrick Patterson, they traded away Corey Joseph and DeMarre Carroll. They got back C.J. Miles. And CJ's a pretty good guy. He is a fair trade when we traded Kojo to the Pacers. But the Raptors have been doing good. DeRozan's putting up close to MVP numbers. Not MVP numbers, but very close. Lowry, and both of them have been dealing with some injuries. But Lowry, he's fallen off a little bit. He's still the Kyle Lowry we know, though. His point production has dropped off, so does his defense a little bit. Not a ton, but a little bit. But Raptors have a serious chance at making a run in the playoffs, as they did last year until they lost to the Cavs in the conference finals. The 76ers, middle of the road team, they're probably going to make the playoffs. Joel Embiid has stayed healthy this year for the most part. Ben Simmons has blown up. He's probably going to win Rookie of the Year. And they've got solid coaching, too. And all these draft picks are finally taking form, except for Markelle Fultz, who's been battling injuries. And it's too early to call him a bust yet. Give him a few seasons. He's not been producing, but he's been injured. At number 4, the Knicks. What do you expect? They get overhyped every year. They underperform every year, at least since I've been watching basketball, which has been a few years. And I'm not surprised by this. They haven't been great. I'm trying to fix my head. Okay. Porzingis, Michael Beasley, Cantor, these guys are doing great, but the rest of the team just isn't. And they need to wait on production of Frank Ntilikina. Okay, that's a fun name to say. But outside of that, there's not much. The Nets, they're the Nets. The addition of D'Angelo Russell in the offseason helped very much. And, well, trading away Brook Lopez didn't really, and the pick was Kyle Kuzma. But they're getting back a good guy in D'Angelo Russell. So I think this is going to shape out. We're going to first get rid of the obvious teams that won't make the playoffs. So that's easy. We're getting rid of the Nets and the Knicks for now. And I don't think either one of those teams has a chance to come back. Especially when the Knicks are having some pretty tough division rivals to play. The fact that they downplay to their teams. Or, yeah, they play down to their teams, but they don't play up. So, Central, we got the Cavs at 29-19, Bucks at 27-22, Pacers at 28-23, Pistons at 22 and 26, and the Bulls at 18 and 32. The Cavs, they've had their slumps recently, but they're going to get back on that. And even if the Cavs finish as an 8 seed, which I know won't happen, they're still going to be playoffs LeBron. And the Cavs are something else in the playoffs. They're sort of like the Pittsburgh Penguins in a way. Yeah, they might finish lower than people expected and are like panicking that they might not make it. But in the end, they make it to the finals, they might win it, they might not. I'm not worried about the Cavs at all, or LeBron James. The Milwaukee Bucks, Giannis has been great. He's been phenomenal. He's phenomenal this year. The trade for Eric Bledsoe definitely helped. The firing of Jason Kidd alarmed a lot of people. But when you look at it, the Bucks have been at the bottom of the defense for a while. So in their first year of Jason Kidd, they ranked 10th. But ever since then, there's been a sudden decrease to like 15, and they're at 25 this year as I've been recording this. The Pacers, who saw Oladipo coming? That was something crazy. They had to get rid of Paul George. They got the best opportunity to take their guys, and yeah, it hurts to not have Paul George, but the Pacers are doing a lot better than people expected. A lot of people had the Pacers at the bottom of their list. But then Oladipo exploded, so did Sabonis. The rest of the team has been playing pretty well. The Pistons just made a trade for Blake Griffin, and that's going to really help them. And they could honestly pass the Pacers, maybe even the Bucks, to get that 4th seed maybe. I sort of just spoiled a little bit of it. We're going to the Bulls. They traded away Butler. They traded away anyone good. There wasn't a lot of good on that team. Markkanen has been sensational. Dunn has been better. Levine is just getting back from injuries. He's doing pretty good. But when we're looking at it, I'm going to have to erase the Bulls here. Outside of that, I'll stay. Alright, the Southeast. God, I hope I'm doing this good enough. We have the Heat at 28 and 21. The Wizards at 27 and 22. Hornets at 20-29, Hawks at 15 and 35, the Magic at 14 and 34. And I don't watch a lot of the Southeast games. I don't really watch a ton of basketball in general. I watch a lot of highlights and game recaps. The Heat have been great this year. I don't really have much to say, or what I expected, or like a lot of, people thought they'd be. Waiters has underperformed a little bit. That doesn't seem to bother them. The Wizards, just getting John Wall back. That helps. Again, I don't really watch a lot of the Wizards. They've been playing fairly well. They've beaten teams like Boston. And they're doing alright. The Hornets, on the other hand, are trying to ship off Kemba. Everything seems to be falling apart. Steve Clifford has taken some time off. The Hornets aren't in a very good situation. They're going to be hitting the rebuild button pretty soon. Especially when you're not making the playoffs, when you're that low of a team. The Hawks, their Instagram account, their captions, their pictures, A+. I highly recommend to check those out. Their performance is an F. Dennis Schroeder is probably the only bright spot. And Collins. Those are their only 2 bright spots of the team. And their Instagram account. That's their 3rd star. The Hawks are terrible. Hashtag tank for Bagley. And the Magic, who own the worst record in the East now because the Hawks beat the T-Wolves tonight. The Magic started out so great. They were in the top 10 power rankings for the first week or 2. And they just fell off. Now they're expected, like most people, to be at the bottom. And they need to do something. Because they've been stuck at the bottom for a while, ever since, I think, Howard left them. Which was about 10 years ago. So the Magic really need to fix it. So what I'm going to do here, I'm racing the Hornets, Hawks, and Magic. So now we are left with 9 teams. I think the Celtics will... Here. So number 1 seed, I think, is going to go to the Boston Celtics. And they've been playing great. And I don't think we're going to slow down. The Raptors are close to catching them. I don't think the Raptors will. Second, though, I'm going to go for Toronto Raptors. Now, third, you see the Heat are pretty close to catching up to the Cavs. The Cavs are going to have to figure it out sometime soon. They usually do. And you also have to take into consideration, I mean, the Cavs had a slump at the beginning of the year and then they went on a huge win streak. So should you be really that panicky about them? I guess when LeBron's on that team, on any team, I guess if they lose, it's the end of the world. For the fourth, honestly, I see the Pacers getting the 4th seed. They're going to take over the Bucks. Giannis is going to get tired. And I think we're going to be that surprise team that moves up a little bit. Next, I will have the Heat. And then I'll have the Bucks. Because the Heat play in a very easy division. And Miami is looking pretty good anyways. Bucks at 6. Honestly, at 7, I see the Pistons. I think we're going to go on a pretty big win streak. Especially with the acquisition of Blake Griffin. That's totally going to help them. And then the 8th seed. I'm crazy. I have the Wizards. I don't know. It's crazy to see that the Wizards are going to be that low. But really, there's actually some competition in the East, which everyone's surprised about, I bet. So we're leaving the Sixers out of the playoffs. We're going to barely miss it. And trust the process, I guess. That's all I can say. So the Celtics. We'll look at them first. Actually, no. We're going to look at scoring first. Who has scoring? Celtics do, yup. Raptors, yup. Cavs, yup. Pacers, yeah. Heat, yeah. Bucks, yes. Pistons, we don't really know yet. We're pretty uncertain. And then the Wizards. So the teams I'm going to put yes to: Celtics, Raptors, Cavs. I'm honestly a little worried about the Pacers scoring, but I'll put an X down for that. Miami, okay. I'm not going to say yes to Miami. We're not sure about Pistons or Wizards either. So scoring out of the way. Rebounding, do the Celtics have it? With Horford, I guess, but power forward, they don't really have much. Raptors, yeah, they have Jonas Valanciunas. I'll put an X down for the Celtics, too. Cavs, I don't see it. Tristan Thompson's there. Yeah. Thompson has been underperforming, though. Kevin Love's there. Yeah, he's alright. He's more an offensive player anyways. Pacers, guys like Al Jefferson, Miles Turner. I'll put an X down for that. That's good. Heat, yes, with Whiteside. The Bucks with Giannis. They got rid of Monroe, which hurt them a little bit. Henson's there. I don't know. I'm not going to put it down for the Bucks. Pistons, definitely, especially if I keep bringing up the Blake Griffin thing, but with Drummond and Griffin in the front court, that's going to be dangerous, especially when it comes to rebounds. And then the Wizards don't really have it. Depth. Celtics definitely have depth. The Raptors definitely have depth. The Cavs, they're probably going to get it figured out soon enough. Pacers, no. Heat, no. Bucks, yes. Pistons, after that trade where we shipped off Harris and Bradley, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think I'm going to put it down for that. But the Wizards, yes. So now we're looking at coaching. Coaching, Brad Stevens for Celtics, yes. Casey, yes. Tyronn Lue, I'm a little worried about, but it's Coach LeBron anyways, so hell with it. Cavs get an X. Pacers with McMillan, I'm not going to go to that. Because the Pacers have struggled in the playoffs. They haven't been great. I mean, this is a new team, but it's a slight downgrade from Paul George to Victor Oladipo. Heat with Spoelstra, yes. Bucks, I'm going to have to say no to that. I'm gonna have to say no to that. They just got a new coach, but I don't know. Pistons with Van Gundy will give them, yeah, sure. And Wizards, definitely. Now we look at star power. Celtics have it with Kyrie, with Horford, with Hayward, who's going to come back in the playoffs. Raptors, yes, DeRozan and Lowry. Cavaliers, obviously, with LeBron. Pacers with Oladipo, it's not enough star power. Oladipo and Turner, that's great. That's not enough, though. Heat with Whiteside, I wouldn't consider him a star. He's definitely a great player. He's not a star, though, that's going to carry the team on his back to the finals. Bucks, yes, with Giannis. Pistons, yes, with Drummond, Griffin, and Reggie Jackson. That's going to form something special. Wizards, yes, with Beal and Wall. So how we're looking at this, Celtics, Raptors, Cavs, yeah, okay, and Bucks, I want to say. So Celtics, Raptors, Cavs, and Bucks are probably there. I see the Celtics being the Wizards. I'm not going to get into that, actually. So we'll look at the Bucks first, because I don't think we're going to make it. Giannis can't carry the team forever. They're going to have to run into the Celtics, the Cavs, or the Raptors. Honestly, two of those three teams we're going to have to run into. I don't see it. They're getting closer. I think they're a piece away. With Jabari Parker coming back pretty soon, that's going to definitely help the Bucks, and we'll see if he explodes or not. But after all those injuries, do you really think he will? Then we're down to the Celtics, Raptors, and Cavs. If the Cavs struggle, they're out of this. If the Celtics start getting in a slump, yeah. I mean, the Wizards are their kryptonite. The Cavs could probably beat them, and the Raptors could. So with that, the Celtics are great, but I don't see the Celtics. Now the Raptors and Cavaliers. Again, if LeBron stays in this slump with his team, and LeBron's not in a slump, the rest of the team is. And then the Raptors, who, I don't know. Can you shut down LeBron is the real question. And in the playoffs, I don't think anybody can. Unless you're the Golden State Warriors, who have 4 All-Stars on your team. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry, Toronto. I hate to erase the Raptors, but the Cavs have enough. So, my prediction is that the Cavs are going to go on to the Eastern Conference Final, and I'll do the Western one tomorrow or the day after. That's it for now. I'm actually done for the night now. I have some uploading and editing to do. I'm out.